Hey everyone, this is Tony, Tainted Lord 87, and here's another collection update from yours truly. Picked up some recently good CDs, and yeah, don't really have much else to say. Just picked up a bunch of CDs recently, and I can't wait to show everybody. So let's go straight to it. The first CD I'm going to show off is Ailstorm's newest EP, Voyage of the Dead Marauder. Now, Ailstorm are like a heavy metal, power metal band with some folk influences in their music, but what makes this band special is that they're clearly very obsessed with being pirates. So, more or less, they're kind of like a joke band. Like, the lyrics are all pirate theme, and they don't really take themselves too seriously. They know how to have fun, poke fun at themselves, and the music is overall just really fun and heavy and just all around a good time. And this EP is probably the first Ailstorm album I picked up because the last time I actually picked up anything from Ailstorm was 2017's No Grave But the Sea, and I kind of missed out on the last two full length albums after that because I can't keep up with everyone. But yeah, this is the latest EP that I recently picked up, and it's a pretty good EP. Now, if you've heard of Ailstorm before, you kind of know what to expect, like heavy metal, power metal, both combined to form some good music, and they do have some folk influences in their music as well. And on this EP, apparently the third track, "The Last Saskatchewan Pirate," is a is actually a cover. I don't know who originally sang that song, but Ailstorm knows how to take a cover song and make it their own and make it better, and this is no exception. But yeah, overall, this is a solid EP, not really something mandatory to have, but it's a good EP. I enjoyed it, and nice to pick up some Ailstorm after not picking up anything from this band for a while, so yeah, glad to pick up Ailstorm's Voyage of the Dead Marauder. A good EP. Okay, next up is Saxon's latest album, Hell, Fire, and Damnation. I was meaning to pick this album up, but never really got around to it until now. And what can I say about Saxon? If you know about Saxon, you know they play some very awesome, triumphant, powerful, um, epic heavy metal. You know, like the recent albums, including this one, is just straight up heavy metal bangers. And Hell, Fire, and Damnation is another awesome album in the solid discography of just plain badass heavy metal. With Saxon, you kind of know what to expect, and they always deliver. And yeah, this is just some badass heavy metal music from a band that's been around for a long, long time. And yeah, just another killer awesome album in the discography. And there's nothing more else to say except if you're a fan of Saxon and heavy metal, Hell, Fire, and Damnation is another album in your collection to pick up if you're a fan of this band. So yeah, solid, solid album. So that's Saxon's Hell, Fire, and Damnation. Okay, the next two albums is from the same band. The first one is Powerwolf, and the latest album, Interludium. Yeah, Interludium by Powerwolf. Now, Powerwolf are a band I don't hear a lot of people talk about or show off, but they're another awesome heavy metal band that image-wise look like they're from like a black metal band. Like the band members have like corpse paint on themselves, and you would think they were like a black metal band, but no, they play some heavy, killer heavy metal and power metal, and they do it so damn well. It sounds so epic and triumphant, and Powerwolf's inter- interludium. It's just a solid album, a solid heavy metal power metal album. And if you never heard Powerwolf, this is a good album to start off with. Just a really solid riff driven heavy metal album through and through with some epic vocals and killer songs, and it's just amazing. So yeah, Powerwolf Interludium is just a solid heavy metal album. If you never heard of Powerwolf, this is a good album to start off with. Okay, the next Powerwolf album is The Sacrament of Sin. Yeah, The Sacrament of Sin by Powerwolf. Again, another amazing heavy metal, power metal album from Powerwolf. You know, I feel like this band has a really solid discography. Yeah, this band, Powerwolf, has a really solid discography, just like Saxon, and I never heard a bad album from these guys. And this is just another triumphant winner in the discography. If you're into heavy metal, power metal, and just pure epicness, Powerwolf's The Sacrament of Sin is another album to check out and pick up from this band. Just a solid album through and through. Okay, the next band is another band I don't hear a lot of people talk about, and I'm actually kind of surprised that nobody ever talked about this band, because if you're into like extreme metal, like black metal mixed with death metal, this is a band that everyone should check out. And I might be butchering this band's name, so I do apologize in advance. And that's Akakake in the album Antichrist. Now, Akakake are like a UK black and death metal band who 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 was around since the late 90s but split up after this album was released back in 2007. Yeah, after 2007, and they recently got back to got back to they recently got back together and put out um another album back in 2017, which I don't remember the name of, but this one that came out in 2007, which is at that time the last album, is just a solid blackened death metal album. Like this band, this whole album sounds like it was a spawn from Satan. It sounds evil, demonic, maniacal, just pure evil. You know, it literally sounds like demons were playing instruments on this album. I'm not even joking. Like it just sounds pure demonic evil, and it's absolutely just insane. At least to my ears, it's pretty insane. But yeah, Akakake is just a really good blackened death metal band, and Antichrist is just a solid album. It's heavy, it's riffy, and the guitar playing is like abstract and maybe a bit technical, but not too technical. Where it's like whereas in one ear and out the other, it actually has some lasting power, and it's just a great album in my opinion. You know, if you never heard Akakake, Antichrist is a great album to start off with, and maybe work down the discography after this. But yeah, this is just a great album if you're into like black and death metal or just extreme music in general. So yeah, really glad to pick up Akakake's Antichrist. Really, really great, insane album. And the last CD that I picked up recently, the last CD that I picked up recently is Type O Negative. Slow, deep, and hard. Now, I've always known Type O Negative as being like a gothic doom metal band, but I never checked out the really early albums before Bloody Kisses. So Slow, Deep, and Hard is an album that I'm not too familiar with regarding Type O Negative. So this is kind of a new experience for me. But to me, Slow, Deep, and Hard, Slow, Deep, and Hard is still a gothic doom metal album, but has like elements of some hardcore punk and just sounds more aggressive than your average gothic doom metal album, you know? Especially Peter Steele, he just sounds really agitated and just pissed off. But apparently, this album was inspired by Peter Steele's ex girlfriend who cheated on him, and understandably, he was pissed off and wanted to vent out his rage through music, I believe, and I think Slow, Deep, and Hard accomplished that. Like I said, it's like gothic doom metal, but has some elements of hardcore punk and more aggressive style to it. And while I'm no means a professional when it comes to Type O Negative, this is just my personal experience, but this is a really good album. Yeah, apparently this is also the debut album, and for a debut, it's damn good. I'm really glad to pick this album up. So yeah, Type O Negative, Slow, Deep, and Hard. A really great album from a band that I wish was still around today, but it is what it is. But yeah, Slow, Deep, and Hard by Type O Negative. And that's it, everyone. That's my little collection update. Hopefully, everyone enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and hopefully, I could get another video going next time. So, take care and have a good day, night, afternoon, wherever you are.